You in tune to the Focuz TV One Network. Purpose, the show with purpose. Live from Dallas, Texas. Yeah. Purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. Yeah, that's the meaning of life. You just gotta let it flow. And find out what direction to go. Purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. See, everybody got a purpose. You just gotta find your purpose. That's right, Purpose the Talk Show. The talk show with a purpose. Only on the Focuz TV One Network. That's right.
Purpose the Talk Show with Purpose on the Focuz TV One Network, with your host Kimberly Trapani, every Saturday at 4 Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned.
You are tuned in to the Focuz TV One Network and Purpose Show. I am your host, Kimberly Trapani. Please support the independent network by donating today, and you may share the Cash App $Focuz.media tag. I welcome, happy Saturday, everyone. Special, amazing, wonderful Texas guest, LaTasha Wright, who is an entrepreneur, media marketing director, healthcare professional, and actress by working on projects including Willingly, Into Darkness, and Homeboys. Welcome, LaTasha.
Hello. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yes, I appreciate you. And we appreciate the producer of the Purpose Show, Teflon Taylor, every day. Yes. You have started Diamond the business. And can you tell me a little bit about your ventures and the success with it all?
Yes. Okay. So my adventure started last year around March. My partner and I decided to start a production company and an apparel company. So the production company is called Diamond Cut Productions, LLC. Um, and with that company, we do TV, film, short films, help produce them. I have a young writer in Arlington, Texas that I'm working with now on short film collaborations. Diamond Cut Drip is an apparel line, and we do have t-shirts. Our part of our line is Life is Good. But that adventure started because I met with some people in Chicago regarding a TV series that I'm involved in as a producer and actress. So I decided once I started the companies, I'm the type of person that really wants to dig in and know how everything works. So I said, okay, why not try acting? Why not try producing, directing? And I found out that I actually like these things. So my first actress gig and role, I was supposed to be on set for an extra. And next thing I know, they said, we have lines for you. That started June of last year. And so I've been, acting, directing. I just finished directing a TV show in Dallas called House Arrest. We're editing it now and working to get it on a platform. So things are moving pretty fast and I'm enjoying every moment of it.
House Arrest sounds amazing. And if I had $1 for everyone that would tell me I wouldn't make a movie, I'd be a trillionaire, is what I say often. What goes into starting a business in the most challenging industry in the world? And what have you learned?
Okay, so I've learned that one, it's not going to happen overnight. That's for sure. But what I've started doing is like building my network, building my circle. I don't know what the future holds for the production company right now. I just know that we're doing collaborations. And, of course, one day I aspire to have our own production studio here in Dallas.
That's so amazing. And I tell people all the time to live their dreams no matter what.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your film projects and how you started.
So film projects, it did start with Chicago. We're filming a TV series called Chasing Destiny. It's Chi-Town Chicago footwork. We have the dancers, the battles, everything, and it also has a storyline. I will be playing a clerk in a courtroom. Interesting clerk, not your average clerk. So that'll be coming soon. We'll start filming on that probably March or April of this year. Let's see, I've done several projects, Willingly Into Darkness, Homeboys. We just had a movie screening for here in Dallas. It was filmed in Dallas. That'll be out on a platform this year. Dynasty, the movie with Little Flips from Houston. Lioness Tulane, she's the writer and director. That'll be out this year. I played a role in the movie 12. The director is Arthur Muhammad. He's out of Dallas. So that's a SAG film that'll be coming out soon. I've done a WFAA commercial as a bar patron. I've done a print model shoot. I'm up on a website for a storage moving company. So lots of good things happening. I just want to expand. I've found that I've liked both sides of the camera. So acting and directing. So I like both sides. Both sides feed my soul. So I just want both of them equally.
How did you get started? How long have you been acting for?
So I just started acting. My first acting role was June of last year. So we're talking 7 months now. And I've had several roles and still auditioning for more.
Tell me about the movie you choreographed.
Well, are you talking about the movie that I helped direct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a TV sitcom in Dallas called House Arrest.
Yes.
The writer, director, and one of the main actors, Matthew Gunther. We found each other and it's been wonderful. We filmed 8 episodes, so season 1 is complete. Working on editing now and getting that to a distribution platform. And there'll be several seasons on House Arrest, so not just one season. And it's got a twist at the end that'll lead us into season 2. And we'll start filming that probably in the next 6-7 months.
What inspires you and what story do you want to tell?
I'm just inspired by just the work ethic in Dallas. A lot of people, we're coming together. You don't have to go to Hollywood to make it big. You don't have to go, to certain states or certain regions of the world to live your dream. Just, you need to live the dream that you want to live, not for anybody else, but for yourself. What makes your heart happy and what feeds your soul on a daily basis.
Absolutely and definitely. And a lot of times the entertainment business and shot script and the script and the day shoot doesn't go as planned. Can you tell me about
Correct.
a time where you filmed a scene and it wasn't what you expected?
As far as filming scenes, luckily I have the acting roles that I've been on, they've gone, really, really smoothly. As far as long days and things not going according to plan, that was more on the directing end. And that was just obstacles, weather, or you lose time during the day, or, you have maybe something going on with some equipment or a battery dies, just little things like that you have to be 10 steps ahead of. I know the first time I was on set in August, doing my assisting directing, it was a little overwhelming, but I knew that I could do it. And by week 2, 3, it was a no-brainer. It was easy. You need your rollerblades for sure, because you're all over the place. You're exhausted at the end of the day. They're 12, sometimes 14-hour days, but it's fulfilling and rewarding to know we got to the end.
We're going to cut to commercial break, take one. However, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit with LaTasha Wright about what her upcoming projects are in the future for Diamond.
Thank you.
Well, we live, Focuz TV 1 Network. Right there. What do you think about your new year, 2023?
It's going good so far.
Going good so far. So school and everything, you ready for the next year? Or are you ready to conquer this year or what?
I think I'm ready for next year.
Ready for the next year?
Starting strong.
So business-wise, you got your company. What are you doing with your company?
I'm like making bracelets, advertising, things like that.
Trying to get everything right for the company?
Yes.
Market it?
Yes.
You do all your marketing, you do all your advertising, you do all the custom work?
Custom work, yeah.
Okay. All right. Got anything else to say?
Happy New Year, guys. It's kind of chilly out here.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see you next time. What's good to say?
Peace and love. I haven't said that for a long time. Peace and love. Peace and love.
All right. We out of here.
with a margarita slice, extra cheese. These dudes act hard, but I'm ice. Only forget a fight. Be with the queen all night. You heard wearing cleats. Get up out of them streets. Pull up to your kid's game. Make memories. Stop chasing clout and stop chasing fame.
Body sit on nice just like this drink is pouring me up. We are not the same, so don't you ask what's up in my cup. We in different brackets, so you know we running it up. If you getting paper, then you know you running with us.
So cold.
On ice.
On the ice, baby.
On ice.
So cold.
I'm stuck in my ways, yeah, that's for sure. You got it.
Man, 2022 is coming to an end. Going into 2023. What's business? Healthy lifestyle. Fitness. Healthy lifestyle. Fitness. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Healthy lifestyle. Fitness. Healthy lifestyle. Fitness. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. Yeah, that's right. Healthy lifestyle fitness. Get fit the right way, mind, body, and soul. 2023 and beyond. Let's go. You in tune to the Focuz TV 1 network. Purpose, the show with purpose. Live from Dallas, Texas.
Purpose, the talk show with purpose on the Focuz TV 1 network, with your host Kimberly Trapani, every Saturday at 4 Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned.
In case you're just tuning in, we are privileged to have LaTasha Wright, and we're just chatting on a Saturday. And shout out J. Rob, who's watching LaTasha and I right now.
Hello, Jay.
LaTasha, tell me about your directing style.
So my directing style, I like to work, of course, closely with the cinematographer or the DP, whichever one, because some like to be referred to DP instead of cinematographer. But I like to, kind of sit back on the set. I'm usually next to the cinematographer. If I'm not there, I'm kind of back on the set. I do interact with the actors and the other crew, but I'm paying attention to everything because I have to pay attention to the continuity. And if we move items, to shoot a scene, then we need to put things back exactly as they were for the next scene and things like that. Just making sure, that the whole set goes smooth, that the cast are on time, the crew are on time, everyone's fed, everyone's happy. Especially when it gets, late nights and we're kind of grumpy because we're tired. So just making sure everything goes smoothly so we have a smooth shoot.
And I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't tell everyone I have a fake smile no matter what goes on set. How does a comic actress engage their audience?
Through laughter, through jokes. You've got to get in tune with your audience. So if you're, doing a certain acting style and the audience isn't engaging, you have to recognize and be able to change the style while you're acting. Or, sometimes as far as acting, if you get, an AD or director that kind of gives you a look like, no, not that direction. So you just have to be versatile, have to have a thick skin, be willing to listen and be willing to change.
I told a producer once I could not remember lines and cry on the stage. And then I was in a film. So how do you depict your messages without using words?
Facial expressions, hand motions, body language.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite project, and can you elaborate on what it goes into your favorite project and bringing it from start to finish in production?
Okay, so of course I love acting and directing, but I want to say my favorite project of 2022 is going to be House Arrest. The reason why is it's overcome a lot of hurdles. They started filming in June. I came on board in August. There were a lot of bumps, mountains, rocks, all kind of things we had to climb over and things we had to overcome to keep filming. But at the end, to see the looks on everyone's face, to see, the happiness, the sadness. We're happy that we're done filming season 1, but we're also sad because we're not going to see each other for a while. You become a family. So just seeing the finished product.
House Arrest is that fully distributed? What is the distribution plan for House
Not
Arrest?
yet. So we finished filming a week ago. And Matthew, who's also the writer director, he's also the editor. And so with that, editing takes a little bit of time. There are 4 episodes that are already basically fully edited. So there's 4 more to go. Once that happens, then we'll talk about distribution. There are a few options. And so, we're just weighing our options and see where it lands. It is an independent film filmed here in Dallas.
And you mentioned you worked SAG before and independent. And for our audience who may not know, can you tell us the difference between SAG and independent, please?
Okay, so the SAG film that I worked on, it's kind of a funny story because I didn't even realize it was a SAG film. I thought I was just going to be an extra, but I was an extra with lines. So then that makes you an actress at that point once you have lines. So I didn't even know until I was done filming. So I was on set for 2 days, was done filming, filling out my paperwork. He goes, you're on a voucher. And I'm like, no, what's that? And remember, I'm new here, right? So I'm like, what's that? And he goes, well, this is a SAG film. One more day and you may be eligible. And I'm like, eligible for what? So I started researching. So basically the difference between SAG and independent or non-union is you're not restricted to a union. You can do any type of film. SAG, basically you're restricted to the SAG union and you're a SAG actor unless it's a non-union film, or it doesn't matter if you're SAG or not. And with SAG comes benefits, but I don't know a lot about it. So just the basic information.
Who's the coolest person you ever worked with?
As far as what a director, I mean, because there's different categories. We have directors and we have actors and actresses. So the most, okay, as far as directors, I'm going to say the best time I had on set watching a director, and actually it's the movie 12, it's Arthur Muhammad. And he's out of Dallas. He's the director. And I want to say he wrote that movie also, but I know he's the director on it. And just watching the way he works, the way he directs, his thought process, it's like you can see his thought process come out in whatever the scene is. You don't necessarily know what he's thinking inside of his brain, but you can see the vision as he's telling them, you know, angle the camera this way or do this and that. And so when I go on to sets, no matter if I'm acting or not acting, I try to get as close to the cinematographer and the director as I can. That way I'm learning also, and I understand. If you understand what the director's trying to portray, it helps you become a better actor or actress.
In today's world, we are working together to improve, with the Purpose Show, a global world. How do you feel you impact your audience, and how do you impact them in a positive way?
I always like to look at the positive in anything, so I don't go into anything with a negative attitude or thinking that something bad's going to happen. Of course, you have a plan A and you have a plan B, right? But I don't go into anything thinking, okay, I automatically have to go to plan B. So just be positive, live a happy life every day, live your dreams, and don't let anybody stop you. Be unstoppable.
Take two. We're going to cut to a short commercial break, but when we come back, we are going to talk about Diamond Productions.
Okay, thank you.
This is Dr. Lee, and you're in tune with the Focuz TV 1 Network.
Purpose, the talk show with purpose on the Focuz TV 1 network, with your host Kimberly Trapani, every Saturday at 4 Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned.
We are live on a Saturday. So excited. And I'm holding something called a prop. It's called a microphone. LaTasha, tell me, how did you find your name of your production company?
Okay, so my business partner and my life partner and I decided to start the company. And we were like, okay, what do we want it to be named? And we're like, okay, a diamond is rare, right? A diamond is in the rough. So we decided to go with the diamond. And so the diamond is part of our logo. It's an actor's it's an actor's slate, and there's a diamond on there and it says Diamond Cut Productions. So that's how we came up with the name. So we started with, what do we want the logo to look like? The diamond. And of course we had to include that in the name. So Diamond Cut, nothing but the best as far as, quality, work ethic, all those things that went into play.
Awesome. And what is your tagline for your company?
It's hashtag Diamond Cut Productions LLC. That's for the production company. And then the tagline for Diamond Cut Drip, the apparel company, is hashtag Diamond Cut Drip LLC.
And what goes into starting a company?
So if you want to start a company, we did an LLC. There's just myself and my business partner. So we didn't need to start a corporation. Wanted to do an LLC, for many reasons, but you just have to determine, it's based on you and how many people you have in the company on what type of company you form, whether it be an LLC or a corporation. So we decided to form a legit legal business in Texas. And so we formed an LLC.
What upcoming projects do you have? Can you talk about them?
Yes. So with the production company, I'm working on some collaborations, a short film. One's called Dude Wagon. Another one's called Neon Death. One of them I will be playing the character Velma, and the other one I'll be directing. So those are collaborations with a writer out of Arlington, Texas.
Do you have a log line?
Do I have a what? Repeat that. I'm sorry.
A log line about the upcoming projects. What's the synopsis?
What's the synopsis? So those are in early production, so I can't really talk about those because of that wonderful NDA. So can't really talk about those yet until they're coming out. I did recently finish filming a short film called Unnatural Laws. I can talk about that one a little bit. It should be out probably next month. I played a corrupt detective that, I was corrupt, but I was also sweet in trying to get things done that I wanted to get done. And if they weren't done my way, then, I became corrupt. So that's about all I can say about that one. That one is a short film, and it'll be out soon.
What was the most challenging project you ever worked on, and why?
So far, the most challenging's been directing the comedy TV series in Dallas. Mostly because the acting side came natural, but the directing side I didn't know a lot about. So I did a lot of research. And based on that research, I said, okay, these are the things I'm supposed to do. Now let's see if this really happens in reality. So just figuring out my role and how to portray it and make sure I was doing it effectively.
What's on your bucket list that you haven't done?
Outside of acting?
Anything.
Let's see. Ziplining was on my bucket list. I did that. I want to jump out of an airplane, but I'm not really sure about that one yet. That one is on my bucket list. I'm also on my bucket list working on getting my real estate license. I'm planning on completing that this year. So other things on my bucket list is to be a full-time entrepreneur.
And you are, and that's amazing. And it takes a lot to go into a production company and the most challenging industry in the world, as I have said before, and I'll definitely say it again. we're cut down on multiple levels as people in this industry. And it's not just women, it's men too. I can say that.
Correct.
But what do you hope to achieve in 2023 with Diamond Productions that you haven't through other companies in the past?
Okay, I hope to achieve as far as, let's see, the first goal would be to get some of these collaborations on platforms. So that's the first goal. And then the second goal would be to direct a feature film under the production company. So our writer, she's currently working on one now that we should have script ready for in August. So we'll start working on script breakdowns, table reads, all that fun stuff to start filming that probably later on this year.
Were you ever nervous in an audition?
Always. Always nervous in an audition, nervous before an interview, nervous before I run my lines, you know, the day of filming, always. And that's only because I want to do my best. So I'm portraying myself through this character because you become the character or the character becomes you. So just, you know, to feel comfortable, be natural, that type of thing. But yes, I've always a little bit of butterfly and nervousness before anything.
Is there any projects or anything in your life that you necessarily wouldn't tell people that you have been ashamed of?
No, because I'm not going to take on a project that I wouldn't want my kids to see, you know, my family or anything like that. So no, there have been roles that you thought were one role, and then they got down to sending you an NDA and they asked for, you know, certain things to be done on set. And I'm like, no, not doing that. I'm out. I'm not going to move forward with signing a contract or any of that. So there are certain things I will not do. No.
Yes, there's either. And when I filmed a full length movie and edited it myself, it wasn't perfect, but I had to show my daddy before I showed the world. And I knew that what I was getting into with the projects I've done in my past, and I knew I was going to have to show my daddy before
before the
world. So with that in mind, what would you tell our audience if they haven't gotten into acting? About what words of advice would you have about taking on projects that they may or may not feel comfortable with?
My advice would be to only take on projects that you feel comfortable with. If you don't feel comfortable or you feel like this isn't the project for you, that doesn't mean that another opportunity may not come along just because you pass on one opportunity. So if an opportunity doesn't feel right, that's not your opportunity. The next opportunity that comes along will be even better than this one.
It's okay to turn down deals.
It is. It is perfectly okay to turn down things that you are not comfortable with. Correct.
Absolutely. And a lot of people, when I went to college, said to me, don't get sucked under with what people want you to do in life. What are some words of advice you would have someone getting into the entertainment business that we haven't discussed?
Okay, so the advice I was given, I said, okay, after we went to Chicago, I said, okay, I want to act, I want to direct, but I'm going to start with acting. So the first thing I was told was get you a mentor. So I did that. I got me a mentor. I still currently speak to that mentor on a regular basis. And he's fantastic. He's helped me, you know, give me bits of information. He's in Austin, Texas. But yeah, he's helped me along the way as far as things to stay away from, things to do. He told me to get an acting coach, to take acting classes. I started taking acting classes. I need to get back into classes, but I did start taking them, and I was like, I can really do this. Like, this is something I really, really want to do. So I would say start with a mentor, take some acting classes, and just put yourself out there. If there's nothing wrong with starting to get your foot in the industry by being an extra, by getting on set, by getting a feel for, you know, what happens on a set. And once you're comfortable on a set, then go for acting roles.
Yes.
And then, you know, the sky is the limit. Don't think just because it says you have to have this, this, and this, that doesn't mean you can't apply for that role. That's probably the best advice my mentor gave me and my acting coach. They both say, just because the role has certain criteria, that doesn't mean don't apply for that role. Because a lot of times writers, directors, casting directors will change a role or write a new role in, you know, that'll fit you. So don't be afraid to go with your dreams, to follow your heart. The sky is the limit.
It is a limit, and I did start as a mentor as well. That is great advice. Oh, shout out to Red and Liz who are watching us too. Thank you, LaTasha. And how would one contact you or get your merchandise?
Okay, so on Facebook, I'm LaTasha Wright Actress. On Instagram, I am LaTasha Wright Actress. And as far as, I also have an Instagram and a Facebook for Diamond Cut Productions and Diamond Cut Drip.
And purchasing your merchandise?
Purchasing merchandise can be done through Facebook or Instagram. They can just contact us on the website to place an order.
And private message you as well.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the floor. What can we do for you? How can we help you? What words of advice? What haven't we covered before we wrap?
Okay. Well, one thing I do want to cover. So the Media and Marketing Director, that's a nonprofit organization that I'm a part of here in Dallas. It was started by Judah. We are also working on a documentary that Judah's filming in collaboration with the production company. So just, you know, that's kind of how I got into this circle of media and acting after I met Judah and a couple other people, and I became a part of the nonprofit. But I really wanted to make sure I mentioned the nonprofit here in Dallas.
Support Judah and nonprofits.
Yes, ma'am. And just, you know, words of advice, wisdom, follow your heart, follow your dreams. Don't let anybody stop you. Just because someone says that's not for you, that's not necessarily true, because your vision is your vision. It's not the same as anyone else's vision.
Perfect. And if anybody wants to reach out to LaTasha, you can definitely reach out to the Purpose Show and we will get in contact with LaTasha. And if anyone wants to be on the panel of discussion for the special Valentine's Day show, message me with your headshot and your bio. LaTasha, I appreciate having you, and your time is valuable. We know. I will definitely have you back on in the future. Just reach out to info@focus.media.com. Appreciate you. And we definitely support your projects in the future and Diamond Productions. Please, everyone in the world, in this country, let's be kind. And thank you so much. And thank LaTasha Wright on the streets for being on the Purpose Show. Be safe and God bless.
Thank you for having me. God bless. Be safe.
a dark place nobody really understands.
You in tune to the Focuz TV 1 Network. Purpose, the show with purpose. Live from Dallas, Texas.